Welcome to Ask the Beauty Advisor, a podcast that answers your health and beauty questions. Hosted by health and beauty advisor, Deanna Lynn.
Hello, and thank you for joining me again today for Ask the Beauty Advisor, the podcast where we talk about all things health and beauty. And today, I have a great show for you. I'm going to be answering a question about hard water. I have a product review for you, and I'm going to share my experience or journey or some information I found out about coconut oil as a tooth whitener. I'm feeling really good and relaxed today. I'm actually podcasting from Hawaii. Yes, that's right. I'm here in Hawaii. I'm staying in this beautiful condo. It's actually my friend Cheryl's condo, and she's going to meet up with me in a couple of days here. I came down early because I had an appointment with a realtor. I'm looking for a second home here in Hawaii. So I'll probably be here about 3 or 4 weeks, depending on how much trouble Cheryl and I can get into here. And I'll probably be doing the podcast from here. So I will have pictures posted on the blog. I'll be posting things on the Facebook page. If you'd like to share my experience with me, you can go to my Facebook page, Ask the Beauty Advisor, or the blog, askthebeautyadvisor.com. All right, well, let's go ahead and get today's show started.
You've got mail, Miss Lynn.
All right, we have mail today from Judith. And Judith is asking... Let me read this to you. Hi, Deanna. Have you ever gone on vacation and noticed that your skin seems almost mysteriously healthier while you're away, only to go back to normal when you get back home? My husband and I recently got back from a trip where we visited his friend in Rhode Island, and I just couldn't get over how much better my skin looked the whole time I was there. Has this ever happened to you? And what do you think it is? Do you think it could be the climate? Really love to hear your feedback on this one. Well, Judith, I think you're partly right. I think partly it was due to the climate. But I really think the main cause is something you might not have guessed. I think it was probably the water, believe it or not. You see, there are 2 kinds of tap water, hard and soft. And perhaps you've heard those terms before. But what you might not know is how they affect your skin's health. Now, soft water is water that contains very few mineral deposits. And the good news is it's great for your skin. Now, on the other hand, hard water contains a lot of minerals, especially calcium and magnesium. And this is where the bad news starts. Drier climates or drier places like Texas, the Southwest, and right here where I live in Southern California have some of the hardest water in the country, followed by the Great Lakes region, the Midwest, Tennessee, and some parts of the Pacific Northwest. The fact is that about 85% of the U.S. has at least moderately hard water. Now, probably when you were in Rhode Island, your skin was extra soft and smooth. And that's because New England is one of the few places in the country with soft water. When you wash your face, does your face feel really squeaky clean? Does it feel smooth? Does it have a glow about it? Well, that probably means that your skin isn't as clean as you think it is. It actually means you have a layer of minerals caked into your face that will only get worse by washing with the same water over and over. Now, this might sound a little horrifying to you. I know it does to me. So if it sounds like something you're experiencing, you can find out how hard your water is by doing a few easy tests right at home. See how much your products lather. The less it lathers, the harder your water is. Check for a crusty ring around the bathtub. This is the residue hard water leaves behind, and it's the same stuff that's getting into your skin. Leave a glass filled with about a teaspoon of water until it evaporates. If there's a grainy white film left behind, that's a clear sign of hard water. If you do have hard water, like most people, there are a few things you can do to stop it from damaging the effects of your skin. You can boil the water. Many of my clients like to wash their face with bottled water. This is because of how much softer and purer it is than the water we have in LA that comes from the faucet. But this can get a little pricey when you do this daily. But I would encourage anyone with hard water to do it at least once a week just to keep the skin radiant and film-free. You could also wash your face with filtered water. If you'd rather not keep a stockpile of bottled water in your house, you could use a filtered water instead. This can either be from a faucet filter or a filtered pitcher. This will only clean away some of the minerals, but it still will help to give you a more purified wash than the tap water. Personally, for myself, I like the idea of a water filtering system. I actually bought one of those water filtering systems for my kitchen that not only filters and purifies the water, but it also balances the pH of the water. And years ago, in one of those high-end beauty supplies, I found a shower head that will actually purify the water. And I attached that to my shower. And you know what? I noticed a huge difference in my hair with that. Now, I know you're probably thinking that's kind of expensive and you don't want to invest in a water filter. They are expensive. You could also do a waterless facial wash. This has always been one of my favorite tips, especially for people with dry skin. Instead of rinsing cleanser away, just wipe it away with a soft cloth or a tissue. You could use this technique 3 times a week, but you're going to have to wash your face normally with water other times just to get the best results. In order to do this, you'll need a creamy cleanser, not a gel cleanser. Get a creamy cleanser, or you could use a micellar water. If you're not familiar with that, we did a whole episode on that. You'll be able to find micellar water in the cosmetics section. The only way I can describe it, it works a little bit like a toner or looks a little bit like a toner. It's actually a cleanser. But like I said, I did a whole podcast on it. If you scroll down through the episodes, you'll come across the episode about micellar water. And if you're interested, you can listen to that and find out a little bit more about that stuff. I know these tips will help you beat off the effects of hard water and get your skin back to glowing. Thank you, Judith. Great question. Had fun answering it. All right, so what's next? What else do I have to share with you today?
Miss Lynn, this might be a good time for that product review.
All right then, Hazel, let's do the product review now, and then afterwards I'll share my experience of using coconut oil as a tooth whitener. I'll do that after the product review. Thanks, Hazel. So now every once in a while, somebody will send me a free product and they will ask me to test it and try it and write a blog post about it, which I love to do because, well, I get free products that way. Now, normally when people send me products, I do a whole blog post about the product. I test the product and then I write all about it. And you can always find product reviews on our blog. But because I found this to be an exceptionally great product, and I fell in love with it, I thought it might be fun to share the product with you on the podcast. Well, the product is called the Makeup Eraser, and you may have already heard about the product and you may have already tried the product. I saw the product advertised sometime last year, and I never got around to buying one, although I was really curious about it and I really wanted to try it. So now you can probably imagine how excited I was when one of the sales reps contacted me and offered me a free makeup eraser in exchange for a product review. Yep, I was pretty stoked to be getting it. So now for those of you who don't know what the makeup eraser is, it's a reusable, ultra-soft makeup remover cloth that erases makeup with only water. What the original makeup eraser does is that it removes smear-proof, waterproof makeup and mascara. It's chemical-free, and this makeup remover gets rid of all types of makeup, including stage, sports, and theatrical makeup. Each cloth will last 1,000 washes. and you only need to add warm water and then remove the makeup. The cloth is ultra soft, woven polyester blend. The makeup eraser is completely machine washable, and it measures 7 inches by 16 inches long. And the cloth gets rid of tough makeup without leaving behind a chemical residue like makeup wipes. It really does leave your face feeling fresh and healthy. Although I was very excited to try the makeup eraser, I was also very skeptical. After all, it just looked like a washcloth. It looked kind of like a baby washcloth. And I couldn't understand how this could just take off all my heavy makeup, with just warm water. So I was very anxious to put it through the test. I followed the instructions, which are very easy. You machine wash before the first use. You don't rub too hard on your face, and you use warm water. Simple, right? Well, to my surprise, this baby removed all of my makeup, including my mascara. The cloth is so super soft, and I didn't even have to wipe hard to remove everything. Although I did find that if you wear waterproof makeup or waterproof mascara, or you're using an eyeshadow primer, that it really did work better if you put a little cleanser on the cloth. And even using just a little bit of cleanser took the makeup off so much easier and so much faster than even makeup wipes. Although I have to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of makeup wipes. I think they leave a chemical residue on the skin that irritates the skin and breaks the skin down. But the makeup eraser works so much better than even makeup wipes, and not to mention the amount of money you could be saving. Even though I know how popular makeup wipes are, and you might be a big fan of them, I think you should give it a try. I think you're really going to love this product. Attacking a full face of makeup with nothing but a wet towel still seems to take some getting used to. Even though I'm very impressed at how much makeup the makeup eraser can get off your face, I still went over my face with a cotton ball and toner for one last once-over. And there was some light traces of makeup. So what I do is after using the makeup eraser, I go ahead and wash my face normally and then go over my face with a toner before I apply my serums and moisturizers. The whole process really is lazy girl proof. And if it can help me be more earth-friendly, well, then I'm in. And I will probably buy 2 or 3 more just to have them around, just so I can rotate them in between washings. They also come in a smaller size for travel. I'll probably get a couple of those as well. So now, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the product, see pictures of it, read some other people's reviews about the product, you can find that on my blog, askthebeautyadvisor.com. If you'd like to purchase a makeup eraser and try it for yourself, you'll find the makeup eraser at Sephora. If you'd like to become an affiliate and make a few bucks by sharing the makeup eraser with others, or if you're a makeup artist, spa, or any type of retailer, even an esthetician, and you'd like to retail the product to your clients and customers, you can contact me, Deanna, at A Beauty Radio Network for more information on how you can do that. I will post my email as well as the blog post link in the show notes. Apparently, our next topic has had quite a few studies that support its process, and a lot of people swear by it. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about coconut oil to whiten your teeth. People claim it not only whitens your teeth, but it can also help solve other problems, such as gum inflammation, gingivitis, and cavities. And it leads to massive improvements in your oral health. And I'm going to put it through the test. Although I think it's been unproven, many people claim that it also improves their health in other ways. So now I've been doing this every morning for the last 30 days, and frankly, I'm impressed. Now, this technique that I'm going to be talking about is traditionally called oil pulling. And you can use several different types of oil. You could use sunflower seed oil. You could use sesame seed oil. I prefer coconut oil. Coconut oil has a really pleasant taste. And I use the solidified coconut oil. So what exactly is oil pulling and how does it work? The way oil pulling works is really very simple. You swish oil around in your mouth, the bacteria gets stuck in it and dissolves in the liquid oil. And supposedly you remove a large amount of bacteria and plaque in your mouth each time you do this. The instructions are that you take a tablespoon of coconut oil and you swish this around in your mouth for 15 or 20 minutes. Then you spit it out in the trash, not the sink. Apparently it'll clog your sink. I could not do this for 15 or 20 minutes. I'm sorry. If you can swish coconut oil around in your mouth for 15 or 20 minutes every day, I applaud you. I'm incapable of it. For one thing, I don't have the time. I don't have the patience. And the coconut oil within a minute would dissipate in my mouth. I guess I was swallowing it. I don't know. The whole thing was just gross. But I have found a much easier way of doing this that really works for me. And that's what I want to share with you here today. Now, as we age, we start to lose the enamel on our teeth. Our teeth become sensitive and porous. If you've ever been out in a restaurant, sitting across from somebody eating a salad and the whole salad is stuck to your teeth, well, that can be pretty embarrassing. That means that your teeth have become porous. Now, once your teeth become this porous that they're actually gripping food or absorbing food, they also start absorbing stains. And this is when you'll notice that your teeth are really yellowing. We lose our enamel naturally as we age, but it can also happen from using too many of those whitening strips, over whitening your teeth. It can happen if you drink a lot of acidic fruit juices, or you could just naturally have thin enamel on your teeth. Now, by coating your teeth in coconut oil, you're actually putting a slippery protective barrier over your teeth. Think about it like as if you were putting furniture oil or furniture polish on your wood furniture. You're kind of protecting the furniture. You're keeping the wood from being so porous. And by coating your teeth in coconut oil, you're kind of doing the same thing. I mean, that's kind of a bad analogy, but I think you get what I'm trying to explain to you here. All right. So anyway, here's what I do that makes the process of using coconut oil to protect your teeth a little bit easier than just swishing it around in your mouth for 20 minutes. I actually brush my teeth with it. I brush my teeth using the coconut oil. And here's exactly how I do it. In a small bowl, I mix 2 tablespoons of solidified coconut oil with about, I'd say, maybe a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric's great for inflammation. It works well on your teeth. And it kind of makes the mixture a little bit more pasty. Now, you'll have enough for probably 2 or 3 brushings. So whatever you have left over, just store in the refrigerator. You first want to start with brushing your teeth gently with your regular toothpaste. After you finish that, rinse your mouth out and go over your teeth a second time for about a minute or so with the coconut oil, brushing your teeth with the coconut oil. Now, don't brush your teeth any longer than a minute because over-brushing your teeth can also start to strip away the enamel on your teeth, so you don't want to do that. I have been doing this for about 30 days now, regularly, every time I brush my teeth, and I have definitely noticed that my teeth are becoming whiter. For me, this worked great, even though it took a little bit longer than using like the strips or the over-the-counter whitening products, which I have used all of those, and all they really do is make my teeth sensitive. Yeah, every single whitening process, over-the-counter whitening process that I have used, strips, kits, whatever, have always made my teeth eventually get really sensitive and even more porous. So by using this process of coconut oil, I feel like I'm actually protecting my teeth. Even though it's taken a little longer for them to whiten, I feel like I'm doing something a lot healthier for my teeth. Now, I go back to the dentist in about 6 or 7 weeks, and I'll be very interested in hearing what he has to say about my teeth. Well, I think it's time for me to say aloha from Hawaii. I'm looking out the window here and seeing a beautiful Hawaiian sunset. I'm anxious to get out there and try some Hawaiian food. Going to find myself a nice Hawaiian restaurant and have a great dinner. I'll be back next week. I have a guest for you next week. We're going to be talking about makeup. So I hope you'll return next week and join us for that. Hazel, do we have anything else?
That's all we got, folks.
Ask the Beauty Advisor is a part of the Beauty Radio Network. If you have a podcast or need help in starting a podcast and would like to be a part of a free, supportive network, then learn more by contacting Deanna at beautyradionetwork.com.